And you're watching LucyTWWE, WWE, my weekly review show where I bestow upon you all of my beastly opinions on all things WWE. Okay, before we get started, we have to talk about the Mixed Match Challenge. So apparently Charlotte has been injured and Becky Lynch was voted to join Bobby Roode to take Charlotte Flair's place to take on Finn Balor and Sasha Banks. Who, by the way, like that sucks, they got voted back in to the Mixed Match Challenge just to lose again. I'm really concerned though about Charlotte Flair being injured because WrestleMania is like 2 weeks away and she's supposed to end Asuka's undefeated streak. Here is my countdown of the top 10 happenings in the WWE this WWE week. Number 10. I want to kick off this week with talking about Trish Stratus's smoking hot Instagram post. You're welcome. Seriously though, to say that she's an inspiration is like the understatement of the year. It's a really long Instagram post, so you can go read it in your own time. But the gist of it is that she's like January 2017, 8 months pregnant. January 2018, body back, and entering in the first ever Women's Royal Rumble. I really do hope though that they try to bring Trish Stratus back in like a TV sense, the same way they've brought back Beth Phoenix to be on the commentating team for the Mixed Match Challenge, because I would like to see Trish maybe managing one of the factions or getting involved somehow when the inevitable women's tag division comes along. Or the GM of SmackDown. Number 9. Why did Shelton Benjamin take on Shinsuke Nakamura this week? I have to say, at first I'm like, ooh, I'm liking the breaking of this fourth wall and AJ and Shinsuke all about like respect and professionalism and wanting each other to be at the top of their game when they face each other at WrestleMania. Oh, JK, it's actually just all mind games courtesy of Shinsuke's craziness. So according to Shinsuke Nakamura, AJ will lose his WWE Championship at WrestleMania because AJ is all and Shinsuke is all totally, yep, get it, makes perfect sense. This match better be phenom because the build-up for it is thicker than the build-up that I only imagine is happening on Braun Strowman's arteries. Courtesy of his Wendy's obsession. Legit though, he was all over social media threatening Wendy's because he couldn't find any grilled chicken at any of the Wendy's locations in his ride-along episode with Alexa Bliss. And Wendy's response was epic. Number 8. Speaking of the monster among men, he still does not have a tag team partner to take on The Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championship at WrestleMania. And TBH, I'm really kind of annoyed that Kurt is even making him find one. But he was teasing The Bar this week, and I really hope it's gonna be Samoa Joe. Or Dean, because he's got some major unsettled beefs with The Bar. Number 7. This was a very big week for WWE Live. So first of all, Woken Matt Hardy almost sort of accidentally ruined what might be an upcoming Bray Wyatt rebrand, when in a promo he referred to Bray Wyatt as Woken Wyatt. He needs a rebrand, which would make sense because he did go into the Lake of Reincarnation. And it has also been announced that Jeff and Matt Hardy will take on The Bar at Saudi Arabia's WWE live event coming up. Now I'm hoping that this is obviously just like a clerical thing and that Braun and TBD will win the Raw Tag Team Championships. But that's exciting that Jeff will be coming back very soon. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn also stormed the ring and just basically screamed at the WWE universe, so they're clearly still real pissed. And AJ Styles was feeling the power. Number 6. It's Rusev Day / Rusev Mania. Rusev will now be joining the triple threat match for the US title, making it a fatal four-way between himself, Bobby Roode, Jinder Mahal, and the current US champ, Randy Orton. I am very excited about this because I think Rusev makes an amazing US champion. That being said, it would be pretty WTF though if after all of this build-up for Randy Orton to finally get his hands on what to him has been the elusive US championship all these years, just to lose it after a few weeks. And if he does lose the US championship at WrestleMania, then clearly the WWE was just throwing a bone to the Viper so he could be a Grand Slam champion. Number 5. So this week, Raw was live from Cleveland, the Miz's hometown, and boy did he make sure everyone knew it. He even had like a custom mural. I absolutely loved the HIZTOURAGE playing Finn Balor and Seth Rollins with their little fake betrayal. This is what sports entertainment is all about. No surprise there though, because Miz is the A-lister, and this was a lot better than the false betrayal we got from the Singh brothers and Jinder Mahal. And I also think just the pure like existence of the HIZTOURAGE is going to add a whole other dynamic level to the Intercontinental Championship match at WrestleMania. Because we have like this theme of allies, because it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend, which is why we've seen glimpses of Seth Rollins and Finn Balor sort of helping each other out against the Miz. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that all plays out on the grandest stage of them all. Speaking of this though, I miss Maryse. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how the WWE incorporates her back into the WWE after the It Baby is born. We interrupt this broadcast of LucyTWWE for breaking news on that now. The It Baby girl, Monroe Sky Mizanin, was born on March 27th at 11:40 p.m. I'm so excited for Miz and Maryse and little baby girl Monroe. Number 4. Okay, this was like an episode of Saved by the Ring Bell. And it looks like we may actually have Sasha Banks and Bayley at WrestleMania after all. This week we had a major throwback with their promo beat-up brawl. I felt like I was watching an old episode of Saved by the Bell. But legit, where do they get those lockers? Like, where did they come from? I'm hoping this is really a turning point and we are now on the path that Sasha Banks and Bayley are feuding full on, full stop, and that we're not going to keep having this wishy-washy will they, won't they, which we all know is only really appropriate for like the love story of Jim and Pam on The Office. I really like seeing the talent in the women's division like making a decision and then sticking to their guns. Similar to how Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss are just committing to this feud and doing a stellar job with it. Instead of backpedaling their feelings and emotions, apologizing for their actions, and then being like, wait, actually I am kind of still mad, like Sasha and Bayley have done up to this week. So I'm glad, I hope that we stay on this track. Number 3. So we had Kane versus Cena as the main event of Raw this week, and still no response from the dead man, The Undertaker. I will say though that Kane's involvement in all of this has kind of thrown a wrench into the whole theory that we'll be getting the American Badass version of Undertaker at WrestleMania. But I still just think it's too much of a coincidence that Kid Rock is getting inducted into the Hall of Fame and will be there. It would be really funny though if Undertaker just never responded. I do still really want John Cena and perhaps Nikki Bella to go to WrestleMania just as fans, sit in the front row. I hear Jinder Mahal has some hookups with getting front row seats and just getting wasted and having a good time. And I think that would do wonders for John Cena's character. What do you guys think is gonna happen with Cena and Undertaker? Number 2. Brock Lesnar opened up Raw this week with his advocate Paul Heyman, who shared with us breaking news that Roman Reigns' temporary suspension had been lifted. I did love Paul Heyman's impression though of Roman Reigns' music. Personally, I think I do a lot better impressions. Here comes the money! He also revealed, in a very confusing and convoluted manner, I might add, because there was also no pop to it, so clearly I was not the only one who didn't get it right away. That the US Marshals were actually MMA fighters that were hired by Paul Heyman to incapacitate Roman Reigns. And just as Paul Heyman is like, hey, yo, if Roman Reigns gave Brock Lesnar that same beatdown, he would be dragging himself by his knuckles like King Kong. He wouldn't be sitting in a hospital bed like Roman Reigns is now. The crowd goes nuts, and Roman Reigns comes into the ring. And Brock literally murders Roman Reigns again. Yeah. This has to mean, though, that Roman will get the Universal title at WrestleMania, because why else would he be getting the shit kicked out of him 2 weeks in a row leading up to WrestleMania? They have to even the playing field. And the number one thing that happened in the WWE this week is Daniel frickin' Bryan making it official that he and Shane O'Mac will take on Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania, even though Shane O'Mac has been hospitalized. We also learned of Daniel Bryan's irrational fear and hatred of blazers and cardigans. So that was fun. So the stipulation for this WrestleMania match is that if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they will be reinstated to the WWE. But if Shane O'Mac and Daniel Bryan win, then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will be fired from SmackDown Live. Now, typically, whenever they have these fired stipulations, like they did with Dolph last year, they're very specific to say fired from WWE. So the fact that they specifically said fired from SmackDown Live makes me think that Shane O'Mac and Daniel Bryan will win, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn will hang on that technicality, and they will move on over to Raw. Hey, Superstar Shakeup, who won this week? Definitely SmackDown Live, because I am still riding that Daniel Bryan high. And also SmackDown Live developed their storylines a lot more better than Raw did. I actually do not see any creative signs this week, so I'm only going to be giving a side of the week shout out if I see a crazy good sign. That's all the time we have this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at LucyTWWE for even more content updates. Knee. Confesh.